Oh,
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Review Show. I'm your host, Chris. Joined today are my co-hosts, James, Canter, and JoJo. And today, we're talking about something I thought we would never talk about ever again, guys. I finally don't have the clown makeup on for once. Jesus fucking Christ, thank you. Oh, so for those of you who are not fans of Silent Hill and don't follow it, and some of those are people are here on the channel today, Silent Hill is made by a game company. Well, we thought at one point was a gaming company. I guess they're not a gaming company. A gaming company called KoNaMi. And KoNaMi is very stingy with their IPs and have just chose to just not fucking do anything with them anymore. Fucking forever, I guess. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid hasn't had anything come out in a while. Contra's never had anything come out. Fucking Castlevania's kind of you know, with stuff coming out, stuff not coming out.
they started doing like re-releases of stuff a few years ago. They did collections of Castlevania things after a long time. They made a Bomberman game.
Yeah, and Bomberman's another game that they never really touched on. Bomberman was dope. I played the fuck out of Bomberman.
I mean, they made a Bomberman like a year or two ago, recently.
So,
but not a lot.
If they were anything like the re-releases of the Silent Hills, they were fucking terrible. I'll start like that.
I mean, it was just like a collection of Game Boy Advance games. It was like they couldn't fuck it up.
So
Castlevania.
And basically KoNaMi turned out to be more of like a pachinko game type maker. So all those like fucking like casino games with the slot machines, and you'd have like little fucking pyramid head chasing you down as you're trying to get fucking 777s, blah blah blah, shit like that, you know, like that's what they kind of got into. And their IPs,
after they forced out or scared away or whatever Kojima from Metal Gear, I don't know if they have their own developers anymore even.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if they have people in house.
Yeah, because Kojima also was Silent Hill too, right?
Was going to make that one Silent.
Yeah, the
PT was.
Yeah, PT.
Yeah, he never made any other one. But yeah.
Silent Hill PT will probably be the greatest horror game that was probably ever going to be made, and it never got past the demo phase. The demo itself is this is how important Silent Hill is, right? So for those of you who don't play Silent Hill and don't really know too much about it, Silent Hill is what basically paved the way for games like Resident Evil and shit like that. Silent Hill started the horror genre in the right way for gaming. And the reason why is not only do you have these crazy artistic looking monsters and shit that you're fucking fighting throughout the game and like the gripping story that's going on, but I don't think I've ever played a game that's come close to what is actually considered psychological horror like I have Silent Hill. Silent Hill, especially 2, which is the remake that we're getting, every enemy in that game is based off of an emotion that main character is going through. And we'll get to that in a second here whenever I kind of break that down a little bit. So they paved the way for that shit. Silent Hill PT, which was the demo name, and it was a demo that came out on the PlayStation 4, and they were going to get the guy that plays the fucking crossbow guy. I can't ever remember his name. He's also in Death Stranding.
Norman Reedus. They were going to get Norman Reedus.
He was going to be the main character because he actually loves Silent Hill. Like, he's a huge fucking Silent Hill fan. So he was going to be the main character of the game, all kinds of shit like that. PT came out and was nominated as one of the most terrifying demos to ever hit. Like, it had people fucking just out of their seats. I can't wait for this fucking game to happen. Then Kojima left. It got scrapped, never came out. You can buy a PlayStation 4 with the PT demo on it because they took it off the store in the realm of $3,000 to $5,000, and people are actually buying it. That's how bad people want to get their fucking hands on this demo. I never got to play it. I never got to play it, and I fucking hate that because I played every Silent Hill. I love Silent Hill. This is my favorite horror game of all time. Love it. So I've been fucking waiting. I've been complaining about it. Obviously, I've been getting my little things here or there, like, you know, Pyramid Head on fucking Dead by Daylight and shit like that, stuff to kind of hold me over, but nothing has ever come close. Like, whenever I play, good example, back in the day, my first ever computer video game I ever played was Diablo 2. I'd never played a video game before on the computer, and it was Diablo 2, and I was like, this game is fucking phenomenal. And then ever since then, every time I play like a sword and shield fucking medievalish type game, that's my standard. does it feel like anything like Diablo 2? Da 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 da. And I was like, man, dude, Diablo 2 was on the console. That'd be great because I was a console gamer for a while there. And then they released Diablo 3 on the console, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking cool, blah 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 blah. And then I got into computers, and I was like, all right, fucking console's fucking stupid. I'm not fucking touching that anymore. So, sorry, PlayStation 5. Anyways, but so that's how it is with horror for me. Does it come close to Silent Hill? Like Silent Hill is like my fucking golden standard for horror games, and a lot of games fall short. A lot of fucking games fall short. And some games get close, so I'm excited for certain. Like fucking Outlast is a really really fucking good game. From what I've seen from Mortuary Assistant, is a really really fucking good game. I'm excited to fucking start playing that and get through that. So with Silent Hill, to kind of speed things up, so we're getting the Silent Hill 2 remake. They've made 4 main title Silent Hill games, and then a bunch of fucking like little spin-off ones like Downpour and fucking so and so and whatever. But we got a movie back in 2008, I want to say, was the first Silent Hill movie. And it was loosely based off the first game. They changed up a couple things. Like, instead of the dad going and looking for little girl, it was the mom going and looking for little girl. And some of the names were changed up and some of the story as well. But it did super well. And, like, that was just another thing of, like, okay, this series has something. The music, everything to it, like that, just the atmosphere the game sets is so fucking well done. And so with Silent Hill 2, it's going to be very interesting because when we watch this, so a quick little interesting thing before I jump into the actual KoNaMi stream is we were supposed to get this information during PlayStation State of Play. And the reason why I know this is because obviously I've been fucking waiting for the new fucking trailer for Final Fantasy 16 to come out. And that was also coming out to PlayStation State of Play. It didn't make the release date it was supposed to. And when I looked up why, there was this chick that's actually an insider from PlayStation. She came out. This is very interesting information, honestly. Sony is potentially delaying their state of play or showcase or whatever it's going to be because right now Microsoft is being investigated on for the Activision / Blizzard purchase, because right now the gaming community thinks that that's going to turn Microsoft into a monopoly. And PlayStation thinks that if they release their showcase showing off Silent Hill PlayStation exclusive, Final Fantasy PlayStation exclusive, God of War PlayStation exclusive, it's going to give Microsoft ammunition on, like, they're fucking fine. Like, they're fucking fine. They don't need Activision Blizzard. They're fucking fine. So they're delaying their own showcase until this fucking investigation is over and to see what the fucking verdict is and then throw their fucking showcase out. So I don't know what happened between like Sony and KoNaMi and Sony and Square Enix, but a lot of us fans were like, well, fuck, are we going to be able to see the trailers for 16? And I didn't know anything about Silent Hill yet. So I went and read this chick's tweet. She was talking about that. And then she said there are some third parties that are going to get snuffed, unfortunately, like Square Enix's Final Fantasy 16 and KoNami's Silent Hill. And I was like, oh my fucking God, it's officially not a rumor. It's officially, like, I've been a member of the fucking Silent Hill subreddit since the first day I signed up on Reddit. And I kid you not, every time there's a rumor or there's a leak, all you see in the comments is just the clown makeup. Everybody's like, putting the clown makeup on today! Put the clown makeup on today! I can't wait to wash it off with my fucking tears for the fact that we won't be getting another game. Like, everybody says that shit. So I was just fucking waiting, and then sure enough, I was like, well, this is fucking hardcore facts, right? So we got the KoNaMi stream as of yesterday. By the time you guys watch this, it won't be yesterday, but it was fucking October 19th. We got the KoNaMi stream. And fucking A, did we have a fucking list. So, the people who did not watch the stream were James and Canter, so they can really only talk about the remake aspect. But the other things weren't too much to go into to begin with, so it wasn't that big a deal for them to watch it, in my opinion. So we started out with a Silent Hill 2 remake trailer. Perfect way to start that shit out. To just knock it right out the bat. So the CGI looks fucking amazing in this fucking game. Like, the cutscenes look great. Looks phenomenal. That's the main thing everybody's bitching about, is the way James Sunderland looks. Like, everybody's like, he looks fucking terrible. And I'm like, I didn't have an issue with the way he looked at all. And so I saw this fucking thing and I sent it in the boys' text message chat. So James probably didn't get it. because he's never played Silent Hill. But it's one of those things where it does the whole flirting versus harassment, the whole standard of like, if the dude looks good and says something, then it's flirty, but if the dude's ugly and he says something, then it's harassment. So it's like flirty versus harassment, and it's a picture of Leon from fucking Resident Evil 4 remake, and then James Sunderland from fucking Silent Hill 2 remake, and the fucking comments, I kid you not, the first comment says, and it was Leon on the left and James on the right, and it says, the guy on the right looks like the type of guy who would kill his wife. And then the next comment goes, LOL, too soon. And then the last comment goes, he looks like the kind of guy that would be very picky about what pillows he likes to buy. It's like, no fucking way. So,
Leon's a handsome, cool guy, and I think James
is
is supposed to be, like, tired and
dude, he's
sad.
just fucked. James is just fucked.
I think I had, like, they advertised they had, like, a statue of James Sunderland, and I think they quote, like, you can really see the exhausted look on his face.
Exhausted look on his face. That's exactly really what they said. And what's funny about those merchandise streams, too, is that I always forget his name's not actually Pyramid Head. Like, I know him as Pyramid Head.
Yeah, why isn't it? Why do they... Like,
because
why don't
in
they
the
just
game...
adapt to that?
In the game, they wanted it to be mysterious. So, because he was mysterious, he didn't know what it was. He was the Red Pyramid thing. Is how they addressed him in the game. So whenever they were announcing the statues, they're like, and we've got this 1/16th scale statue of the Red Pyramid thing versus just saying Pyramid Head. It's like, at this point, just say Pyramid Head. Everybody fucking calls it Pyramid Head. Like, come on. And so, like, they introduced, like, 4 different statues of him. And every time it's the Red Pyramid thing. Pyramid thing. And, you can also switch out his hand to hold this so it looks like the last scene in the remake part 2 where... you're going against the Red Pyramid thing, and I'm just like, just fucking say Pyramid Head. Like, just get it fucking over with. Just say Pyramid Head. So, for those of you who don't want spoilers, you should fucking clock out. But fucking Resident or Silent Hill has been out for fucking ever, so fucking I can't fucking spoil a game for you at this fucking point. So, if you didn't know by now, you didn't fucking care. So, Silent Hill 2 follows the story of James Sunderland, who gets a message from his wife that she wants to meet him at the place where they went on a date for the first time. And that was in Silent Hill. So he's freaking the fuck out because his wife's been dead for like 3 years. So he's like, how the fuck is this happening? Like, how am I going to find my wife? So the whole thing is about him going to Silent Hill to try to find his wife. He runs into a couple of different other characters there who are also, kind of, dealing with some shit, blah, 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 blah. The end of the game, you get to come to find out that James's wife fell terminally ill. And it got to the point where he was taking care of her, waiting on her hand and foot, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of frustration came with that. You lost a romantic life, you lost a sex life, you lost all the different kinds of shit. So he had a lot of different pent-up emotions, energy, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't excuse for what he did, but he basically took the pillow on the bed and fucking smothered her with it until she died. He killed his own wife. Then put her dead body in the car and drove to Silent Hill. I don't know. Just fucking happened. So apparently she's been in the fucking car the whole time. Like that first scene where you see him coming out of the bathroom, like they replay that at the end of the game when you actually figure everything out and you actually see her corpse like in the fucking passenger seat of the car. Like she's actually in the car. But you don't see it in the opener because it's fucking mysterious. Anyways, so what's really cool about Silent Hill, because like I said, they're the fucking masters at psychological horror, is everything you fight is an actual, and all the scenes you run into are based off of his emotions and frustrations that he's had for years or is currently feeling at the time. So there's a scene that everybody always talks about where it looks like Pyramid Head is fucking 2 mannequins over this fucking kitchen counter. And that's supposed to, and it's like in a hotel room. And it's like going back to a time where like he was frustrated, didn't have a sex life, so he hired a hooker, fucked her in a hotel room, blah, 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 blah. So he's constantly being tormented, and Pyramid Head is his tormentor throughout the entire game. He's reminding him of all this dark shit and bringing all this dark shit up and pointing him into the direction he's supposed to go. A rumor, and I really hope this rumor is true, is they want to change Pyramid Head's role slightly. And by slightly, instead of him just showing up in these scenes and then being there for the boss fight or whatever, is actually he's going to be a roaming enemy, like Lady Dimitrescu and stuff like that, roaming around Silent Hill trying to kill you the entire time, but also trying to push you in the direction you're supposed to go whenever you get into altercations with him, which I think would be really fucking cool. That I would love. That I love that atmosphere. Resident Evil 7 did that perfect, and Resident Evil 8 fucking capitalized on it. Like, that was fucking great, having that feeling of like you can't take too long looking for something because so and so's probably right fucking behind you. I can't imagine. I can't tell you how many times I opened a fucking drawer and I'm reading a fucking note. Next thing I know, I'm getting pulled by the back of my neck by fucking daddy, who's throwing me through a fucking wall that just collapses in his fucking house and starts beating the fuck out of me. Like, so many times on Resident Evil 7 that shit happened. So I would love for that to be the same thing with Pyramid Head. I think that that would be a great atmosphere to add to him, especially since he can like kind of come and go with the fog and shit like that too. Would be really, really cool. So that's kind of what James's story is, if you will, throughout the game. So he runs into some other characters, like there's this little girl he ends up finding, and you're trying to help her out. She's dealing with some shit, and you end up finding out that she was this terminal little girl that was also in the hospital the same time your wife was, in the same room, and your wife got to know the little girl, and she was saying stuff like, if I get better, I'm going to adopt you, because the little girl was an orphan or some shit like that. Like, a whole bunch of shit that James didn't even pay attention to, didn't give a shit, because he was just so frustrated, so done with everything. He just wanted out of that fucking life at that point. So there's just so much shit that he goes through for that, and it's just really, really interesting how they did it. Like, there's this chick he's chasing the entire time who resembles his wife, and he's trying to figure out if it actually is his wife and shit like that. Like, it's really, really good fucking game. So that was the first bit of information we got, was that we were going to get Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill 2. I keep trying to say Resident Evil. They're so fucking close. Silent Hill 2. So then we got told that the original filmmaker of the original Silent Hill is actually coming back to direct another movie. He's a huge Silent Hill fan. Love the guy. He did a great job with the first movie. The actual second movie that's currently out. So there's Silent Hill, and then there's Silent Hill Revelation, I believe is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's loosely based off of 3, and it's fucking terrible. Like, the fucking movie sucks. It's dog shit. It's a terrible fucking movie. He's coming back to remake another movie, and it's going to be called The Return to Silent Hill, or Return to Silent Hill, one of the two. And it's going to be based off of the second game as well. So it seems like he's going to slowly make his way up to redo the fucking third movie and actually make a fucking good one. Would be great. So, because the third game is actually really fucking good. All 4 of the games are really fucking good. The spin-offs, you can fucking hit or miss for sure. So we got that announcement, which the funniest part of that was listening to him explain it, because like he talks about his love for the games and stuff like that, and like how he loves getting lost in the world, and then he says this one line where he goes, in the first movie, it was all about us being able to explore Silent Hill and the town itself and find out all the dark, deep mysteries that are going on. And the second movie, we'll be able to actually explore Silent Hill through the eyes of our hero. And I'm like, did he play Silent Hill 2? Like, I don't know if you call James a hero. Like, did you play the game at all? I don't know if I'd put wife murderer at the top of the fucking list of heroes in my book. I'm starting it out there. Not to mention she couldn't do anything, so you just strangled a woman who couldn't fucking move. Congratulations. So, like, come on.
Maybe she had bad vibes.
I guess bad vibes.
Maybe
No bad
it was
vibes there.
good.
I want to see James Sunderland running around with his traditional green jacket, but like whenever he's like running and shit, the jacket's like flapping open as his chest is moving, and I just want to see a shirt that says "Only good vibes here."
Yeah.
That's what I want to see, dude. Oh man, but so we'll get that, which will be great. So then moving on to the other things that we got announced. Let me bring my fucking list back up because I had it here because it was a doozy. Once again, it's been like fucking 2 decades since we've heard anything. So we had Silent Hill 2 Remake. Not that long, but it's been like a decade, if not a decade and a half, since we've had anything fucking Silent Hill related.
I think like Downpour is the last actual released game.
Yeah, and that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
So Silent Hill 2 Remake, Silent Hill movie, or Return to Silent Hill movie is what it's called. Then they also released that they're going to be coming out with a game called Silent Hill Townfall. This is being made by a company I've never fucking heard of, who made 2 games that I've also never fucking heard of before in my life. They say they're good. Obviously, I would say my own games that I created were good as well.
I mean, it's being published by Annapurna, at least, and they've published like good art indie games.
Okay.
Yeah, they have some credit.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those like spin-off games. It's not going to be like a main Silent Hill title, so it could be a hit or a miss. I'm not too overly concerned. Like, I'll play it because it's fucking Silent Hill, and God knows it'll be another 20 years before we get anything fucking Silent Hill related again. So I'm going to play the fuck out of everything that comes out on this fucking list for sure. The next game, which actually could be interesting to not only a lot of you, but a lot of people on this channel, is Silent Hill Ascension. So Silent Hill Ascension is going to be kind of like one of those games like The Quarry, where it's more of a watch-along game and you're choosing the stuff. It's being made by 4 different companies. 2 of the companies I can't remember because they fucking didn't impress me. One of those companies are, well, one of the ones that I do know, and I guess I should say doesn't really impress me either, is Behavior, who makes Dead by Daylight, hello.
Oh.
And then the second one is Bad Robot.
Yeah, that's weird. Right?
Bad Robot.
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams is going to be helping direct this fucking game. Like, come on, let's fucking go. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Is that good anymore? Is that appealing, J.J. Abrams, conceptually?
I mean, for a video game, I'd say yeah.
I don't know. That last Star Wars thing he did, no one likes.
I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and find the fuck out. So that's going to be more of one of those movie-ish type games, which I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. And then the last one on the list, which really kind of had me excited, which
yeah,
I'll get to my cons here in a second. I have a big con about the remake. Anyways, since I'm shitting on producers, it's definitely about that.
Yeah, I know. I think.
Yeah. You know where I'm going. Silent Hill F. I mean, first off, congratulations on the title. You fucking out of all the titles, you fucking killed it. Silent Hill F. Like, that's fucking great. Like, it might be fantastic.
It might be Forte. Like that's a symbol for Forte in like.
Is it really?
Not just the letter F. Yeah, like the stylistic way. Maybe. I'm not actually sure.
I don't know because the chick. Yeah, she did, didn't she? I thought she said Silent Hill F.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so.
Either way.
Not sure.
It looks like Silent Hill F. So good job.
Yeah.
Like fucking killer title. Even if it's 4K, it's still terrible title. So good job. Anyways, it looks fucking phenomenal. So we got a leaked photo of this game a long time ago. And people were like, it's probably not true. We're fucking putting the clown makeup on again. Let's fucking go. Like, no one fucking believed in it. It was cool to actually see that leak was actually true. And it's going to be an interesting, different take on Silent Hill. So it's placed in Japan. And it's going to be more of like, there's this kind of like plant-based thing that's fucking like grabbing people and killing people. So it shows this chick and she's like walking. And it's showing like all this like this pink like moss looking fucking bacteria fucking thing growing on like the buildings and shit around her, and it's like following her down this hallway. And then it cuts to black, like she's like dragging this pipe. Then it cuts to black. Now she doesn't have the pipe. She's lost her shoes and shit. She looks a little bit fucked up. She's going up these stairs, and like the fucking stuff is coming out like little vines, and it kind of looks like actual like veins in your arm and shit. And like it's sprouting at the top of it, and it looks like little hands. And so it's like wrapping around her arm and shit, grabbing her fucking foot, holding her in place, and like she's kind of like screaming and shit. And then it goes to black again, and then it comes back, and you can see it's got her now. She's got, and she's sitting down with her legs crossed, and she looks like she's kind of like a meditative state. And you see this shit is just all up her back. She's got all these different kinds of fucking plants and shit growing off of her. And then it flips around, and she looks like she's kind of like wearing like a mushroom hat almost. And you see her face. And she's just sitting there smiling. And then all of a sudden you just hear like this, like, sounds like skin's peeling. And her fucking front of her face just falls off. And you just see like the inside, like there's no bone there, no nothing. It's just like rotted out flesh and shit like that. And it just cuts to white, and it's like Silent Hill F. So, looks really fucking good. I'm really fucking excited about it. It's probably going to be pretty fucking awesome.
Looks cool, yeah.
Yeah, it looked really well done. The name sucks, but it looks really well fucking done. So I'm really excited for that. But to get to my cons, fucking Blooper Team, dude, or Blooper Team, or whatever the fuck they're called. That's who gets to fucking make the remake. Like, come on, dude. They're talking about all this like Silent Hill is a direct impact of every game we made. Layers of Fear was fucking trash. That game is fucking terrible. To call that horror is a disgrace to the fucking horror title. Medium was garbage. Fucking garbage. That game was so bad. Like, I am not excited about who's making this game at all. The only thing I am excited about is that they showed a lot of the game. Like, there were scenes that are, like, way into the late end of the game, and I'm like, they've been working on this bitch for a minute. They said, we're keeping this as true to the original as possible. So, that gives me hope. At least that gives me hope. So if all they're doing is just making it look prettier, good. I'm happy.
Yeah, like that is the hope, I guess, because
Yeah.
the reason I actually watched the stream myself is because I follow someone else who was really into Silent Hill and saw her reaction to it all, and she is also very upset about Bloober Team.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, I see they're maybe not the coolest. So yeah, but they can make things look pretty. So hopefully they just stick to that.
Yeah, hopefully they stick to that. It's like a Polish company, right? I believe. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Layers of Fear, Medium, Blair Witch, and Observer are their main 4 like scary titles. And I'm just fucking get out of here. So whatever. But yeah, one thing that I do really hope that they change, and they changed the camera view, so I feel like they have to do that. They changed the camera view where it's no longer like kind of like almost up top, but it's kind of like behind you a little bit. The over the shoulder view, as they called it, which is what it is, and I do enjoy that. That's definitely Resident Evil-ish. I like that kind of view. But one of the things that I really hope they change, and it's because we have these things now called analog sticks, is I hope we get rid of the tank controls, because that would be great. I hate tank controls. I'm not a tank control person. That upsets me every game I play. We had that one scary game that we were fucking playing for the fucking channel that I'm never going to touch again because it was tank controls. That was fun. I still have that video on my computer. I haven't edited it, but it's because I kind of want to do like a blooper of just the beginning opening scene, because I love how red Canter gets when anything sexual is brought up around him, like at all. And he's just like, oh, look, her outfit doesn't look like it's very appropriate for fighting because she's like in a skirt and shit. And then literally the screen cuts to black and she's butt ass naked in a fucking tub. You see, James, you see full titty, nipple, everything. Full everything. And you just hear JJ being quiet, just bust out nowhere go, is this more the outfit you were looking for there, Canter? It was so good, dude. And Canter's all like, oh man, she's got that tube down her throat. I was like, brother, there is nobody looking at that tube right now. We are all staring at her tits. Don't even fucking lie.
I was worried about the character because,
so I still have that video for that reason, but I am not playing that game again. It's not happening. Like, I was so excited. It's like, this is a cross between Silent Hill and Resident Evil, and if you love those games, you're gonna love this game. Tormented Souls, I think is what the name of it was. And I was like, let's fucking go. And then as soon as I got in there, I was like, oh god, it's tank controls? Fuck. I was like, I don't want to play this. So, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. But hopefully that changes. I mean, I saw them where they were showing, like, them going through some of the certain things, like, when they were talking, and the dude was definitely using the analog sticks. So, we should be good. Like, the tank controls.
Maybe he's just good at tank controls.
Maybe. I don't fucking know. Maybe. If it's tank controls, it's going to be rough. I'm still going to play the fuck out of it, but it's going to be rough. I'm not going to be happy about it. But it is what it is. But that's my one thing I would like to see change. Other than that, you can keep everything the fucking same. I'll be happy with that. Like, don't change the story. I don't need to know what you thought James was experiencing through the game. I'm more happy with what Team Silent thought James was experiencing through the game. You can completely leave it that way. So, but yeah, should be good. Like I said, I'm super pumped. I'm super excited about it. I mean, fucking, like I said, Silent Hill is my top horror game of all time. It's been fucking forever. I've bitched and complained about KoNaMi multiple times on this channel, along with various other gaming companies like Bungie. So, you know, I'm fucking pumped. Let's fucking go, KoNaMi. Finally, whenever they brought out the guy who like manages the IP for fucking Silent Hill, I was like, there is not a single fan watching this right now that is a fan of yours. Not a single fucking one. Everybody hates your fucking guts because you've come out multiple times on your Twitter going, we will never have fucking the Silent Hill IP go anywhere else. It belongs here at KoNaMi. Cool. Do something with it. Fucking please. And I love how the first guy was like, we're so excited to show you all the work that we've done on Silent Hill. And it's like, so let's talk about the remake, where we've totally pawned it off to a completely different company. Let's talk about Silent Hill F, where we've totally pawned it off to a completely different company. Let's talk about Silent Hill Ascension, where we've totally pawned it off to a completely different company. Let's also talk about Silent Hill Townplower, where we've totally pawned it off to a completely different company. Yeah. Let's talk about the movie, where we have absolutely zero say-so in it whatsoever, and pawned it off to somebody completely...
Like, genuinely, like, KoNaMi might be, like, 6 dudes in an office at this point. I don't know if they have people who can program things anymore.
They're not doing a fucking thing besides being like... Yeah, we're gonna take half the profits from this game.
Which is fine. Like, like, do it. Like, makes make another Castlevania game, man. Like whatever.
They
It's
sit
nuts,
around
on with it.
They sit around their board office and play Yu-Gi-Oh and actually
Yeah.
duel for who decides.
Yeah.
Right, of
the
course.
next
I
match.
suppose they have a Yu-Gi-Oh team, and maybe they still have someone who develops Pro Evolution Soccer
Yeah.
or whatever they call that now.
Yep. That's what it is, dude. They're so fucking good at Yu-Gi-Oh because they own Yu-Gi-Oh that like when these other teams want to fucking make like Silent Hill or Castlevania, they have to come out and Yu-Gi-Oh duel them. And if they
Duel.
win, exactly. If they
Yes.
win, they get the rights to be able to make a game. So that way the money still goes back to KoNaMi anyway. So because it's like
that's a percentage share of the profits. That's all.
exactly. Because it's like
60%. You win, you get 60. I win, I get 60.
Exactly. Because I think Remake is the only one that only has one team working on it. Every other game has like 3 to 4. Like there's like 3 to 4 people working on each one.
Whatever, Ascension maybe, or Town. Yeah, it seemed like it was like 4 different groups.
Ascension was
So
4.
there's a
Yeah,
lot.
Ascension was
Yeah.
4 different companies are working
And yet
on
somehow they
Ascension.
couldn't get one guy who's good at talking on camera for it.
No,
And
yeah,
this
that
dude
guy
was
was
like reading
terrible.
off a teleprompter and like was terrible. That's fine.
This show, I think, comes out before the Overwatch one. At the very end of the Overwatch one, I made some really great jokes about Joey reading off a teleprompter for the outro. That's what that dude sounded like, where he's just like, I saw it, dudes. I hope you're excited to play Silent Hill Ascension.
It was like at the end of it, he really went like, go to Ascension.com. He's looking at the woman.
Yeah.
Like, go to Ascension.com to sign up for update.
Yeah,
It was
that's literally what he
amazing.
did. Dude.
It was a long ass pause.
It was, dude. That's
Crazy.
right. He's all like, he did the camera turn and everything. He was like, dude, I'm about to hit him with the dramatic shit. Go to .com for updates. It's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, man. And, like, I appreciated what they did with the whole, like, the fog is enveloping them and then moving them to another location.
really
Like,
goofy
that
looking.
was cool, but it was really cringy, too, because it was like they did it every time they talked about something different. And the chick always acted, we're in a new location.
Whoa, where am I?
Why are we here? We're here to talk about Silent Hill 2. Oh, we're in another new location. Why are we here? We're here to talk about the Silent Hill movie. It was like, all right, we get the gimmick. Like, we got it. Like, you can still do the transformation. I just don't need her to come out and be like, oh! Like, it was like she fucking got put in a fucking coma every time and then just fucking woke up. It's like, what year is this? Like, it was kind of fucking crazy, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They might have. It probably took 10 years making the fucking video.
You ain't fucking lying, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, man, that shit probably got started back in 2012. Like, sooner or later.
It was a whole new fucking year for the holy shit years.
That's why the games took so long, dude. They were making this fucking release
That's
video.
what it was. That's what it was.
They started with just Silent Hill 2. By the time they got the video done, 4 video games and a movie had been fucking created at that point. It just kept adding on, dude. Oh, shit. But yeah, so like I said, if I had to rank a list here, I know I'm doing the majority of the talking because I'm pretty much the only person that cares about Silent Hill. But if I had to rank a list here, I'd say most excited to least excited, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Silent Hill 2 movie, Silent Hill F, Silent Hill Ascension, and Silent Hill Downpour. Would definitely be, or Townfall, not Downpour. Downpour.
I agree with your list.
Townfall.
I have the same one.
All right, sweet. I might laugh. I 100% see James playing Silent Hill 2 Remake. 100%.
It might be my playthrough. Who knows?
Honestly, I'll say this.
Silent Hill 1.
Silent Hill 1. Silent.
Do you see I can't play that. I can't play that right now. I can't play Silent Hill at all.
Not the first
Like,
one.
there's no Silent Hills I can play right now.
No ports.
Well, I'm gonna hack it or mod it or something. I'm gonna get it.
Now you
I mean,
can
I
get an
can
emulator.
get you. Like, I think Silent Hill 1 is a PS1 game. I can get
Yeah,
you
I'll get
Silent
it.
Hill 1.
Yeah, it's not an issue.
From what I heard, there's not many emulators that actually can do Silent Hill 1. Now, Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, yes, but 1, no.
Oh, really?
2, 3, and 4, yes. Like, 1, from what I've read on Reddit, there's, like, one website that's really sketchy and dodgy, and that's, like, the only place people know where to be able to get Silent Hill 1. Because people who do PS1 emulators have not been able to fucking be able to get... Like, it just doesn't work. Like, it constantly crashes. You can't get it to run
weird.
correctly. Like, Silent Hill 1 is just, like, fucking the bane of emulator existence. Like, it's fucking nuts. But 2, 3, and 4. Now, I will say this. These stories are not chronological. So you can play whatever one you want to. You're not going to miss out on anything. 2 has absolutely nothing to do with 1. There's no crossover between the characters. It's not the same person. So you can do whichever one you want to. It doesn't matter. So you're not going to miss anything, I guess is what I should say. But yes, I do see James playing that one. And then when we get done with this, before we do our new video, I'm going to have both these guys watch the Silent Hill F trailer. I 100% could see James playing Silent Hill F. Other than that, I don't think you would care for anything else that came out besides potentially the movie. You might play Ascension just for fucking fun, like if we did it for the channel or something. Like sit down and just fucking did the picks, kind of like how we did the dating simulator for fucking, you know, DVD.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So other than that, I mean, if you guys have anything that you want to add in, feel free. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap this bad boy up too. Like I said, I know I'm the main Silent Hill person here, so. No.
Yeah, I've got a lot to talk about.
All right, let's get it, dude.
I watched the trailer just a minute ago for the remake, and the 3 minutes that I watched, the game looks fucking amazing.
It does. It looks really good.
I don't know shit about Silent Hill, and the graphics and the gameplay looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Regardless of me not knowing shit about it, I would play it if it was the first of that like to ever come out. Like, you know, like that was like the first of the series or whatever. Like, I want to play the hell out of it. Like, without knowing anything about Silent Hill. So.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be good. I'm excited for it. Should be really, really good. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications that we get notified next time we upload another video. Hit us down in the section below to let us know your thoughts on any of the games coming out. Let me know your Silent Hill list. What are you most excited for? What are you not excited for? What are you pissed off about? Do you also hate Blooper Team like everybody else does? That's completely fine. Let me know. We'll talk about it. James knows all about Layers of Fear. He started laughing whenever I brought up that game. He knows all about Layers of Fear.
Game is ass. Looks great. Terrible game. Terrible game.
Terrible game. So, yeah. Not too excited about that, but as long as they stick to the fucking story of the original, I think we should be fine. Just make the game look pretty and get rid of tank controls and we'll be fine. So, but other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.